Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Bainbridge Blooms. So today is July 31st. It is the last day of July, and I thought it was a great day to show you what is growing in the garden. It has rained for the last 2 days straight. Thank God. I mean, we went weeks without rain, and things were getting a little rough. So there's definitely some things on the struggle bus around here. Not terrible, but a little bit. But on top of that, since we got the rain, everything is really perked up. The Japanese beetles are back, as you just saw. The pumpkin patch is on the struggle bus. And yeah, let's just do a little walk around. All in all, this cut flower garden bed that I'm standing in has been wonderful. I have been harvesting hundreds of stems a week out of this, selling mason jars at the farm stand. I did a bouquet bar at the farmer's market last weekend, and it was incredible. So it's not all bad. It's all pretty good. Now that we got the rain, it's gonna be even better. So let's just go take a look. I'll show you. Lysianthus are in full bloom, and I am obsessing with them. Obsessed with them? Yeah. So let's go take a look. I'll just do a little walkthrough. All right. Okay, so we're right here in front of the sign. I've moved a few things around. Look at, I have a little bucket with my strawberries, and I have a tomato. I am not a good vegetable farmer. I pretend like I am, but I'm terrible. So that's doing well. This is interesting. I planted these snapdragons in the spring and they did nothing. Sorry, a big truck just went by. And they're coming back. These green onions, I planted them in the spring on a whim. They're really happy now. This is a squash plant that I planted just on a whim. We'll see what it is. And look at these zinnias. They're doing wonderful. Look at how beautiful they are. I believe these are the floret ones. I'm so bad at labeling. But I have a whole little patch. I've been harvesting on these a lot. Look at this one. Can we talk about that? So those are doing great. That takes us into the calendula patch. I gotta do some harvesting of this. Look at my lemongrass. That's lemongrass. We're gonna do that for some herbs. Yikes! Look at this calendula plant. Are these aphids? Look at this. So now, bug pressure is starting to get a little intense. That's not good. I might just pull this guy out, or just have it be the trap crop. Ooh, I gotta harvest this pepper today. That's looking pretty good. We got a pepper. We got peppers. I put some random vegetables here and there. See, one came off. These are looking good. These are more for personal use, maybe even for the farm stand. We got some dill. This is the bouquet dill with some grass. Basil. New sunflowers. I've been doing successions of sunflowers. These are doing really good. They look great. These are also more sunflowers. Look at this view. It's very lush. Status is doing wonderful. We finally got some straw flowers. I am going to be drying these straw flowers for the fall for decorating pumpkins. I have plans of flowers on pumpkins. Bachelor buttons doing okay. I'm not planting these again. They're kind of lame. More sunflowers. Feverfew, I gotta trim these. I'm gonna trim these pretty hard and hopefully they bounce back when it gets cooler. Feverfew like cool weather. They're doing okay. Look at my one cucumber plant on the sign. I got a cucumber. I like that. Okay, so this row is like my favorite row because it is the anise hyssop that I grew from seed, which I'm gonna be honest, it's not easy to do. There's that. Look at the Lysianthus. I've already been harvesting off of them, but look. Look at these champagne ones that I have. Can we talk about that? They're all in bloom. So this weekend is gonna have Lisianthus in the bouquets. I think I'm also gonna harvest some of this amaranth. Look at how cool it is. Gomphrena doing amazing. Probably gonna harvest some of that this weekend. Feather celosia doing great. I've already harvested a bunch of that. I'm drying it. Okay. Look at my eucalyptus. It's got a little grass situation, but it's doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I just harvested a bunch last weekend for the bouquet bar. That is doing great. And then that takes us more into more zinnias, because you can never have too many zinnias. Look at this one. I am obsessed with this one. These yellow ones are really popular. When I put them in a mason jar, people love them. Look at the bees love them too. And look at the mahogany splendor behind it. This is the vintage rose celosia from Floret. I am obsessed with this. Like, look at the colors. I'm getting some random shapes, which is fine too. But look at how cool that pinky is. And look at this green. How amazing are these? These I've been harvesting pretty hard because I am obsessed with them. And my dahlias, these are the Floret dahlias. They're starting to bloom. Look at this one. It is so cool. That's a pretty cool. Look at the colors on this one. I might be harvesting these this weekend. Look at the mahogany splendor. How beautiful is that flower with the mahogany splendor behind it? Pretty cool. Lemon verbena, doing great. I'm gonna harvest a bunch of this and dry it, I think, this weekend. More zinnias. This patch has the most Japanese beetle pressure. I showed you in the beginning. No, it's the other one. But these are not doing bad. They're not great though. All right, and then that takes us into more Gomphrena. Pinks and purples, love it. More status and cosmos. These cosmos, they're big, but they're flimsy. Like, the petals fall off. I'm on the fence with cosmos. I love the like whimsical nature of them, but they're just not the strongest flower. And then I did a succession of more zinnias, more dill, basil, holy basil, tulsi, rosemary, more herbs, and then more zinnias again. And then let's talk about this semi-failure. So if you remember before, the tarp was already on there, and I noticed that the pumpkins were really struggling in the pots. The pots were clearly not big enough for the pumpkins or the sunflowers. So I pulled up the tarp, pushed it back, and I planted the pumpkins. They're doing a lot better now, but I don't know. They definitely had a little transplant shock. Definitely think the rain for the last few days has helped a lot. So let's go a little closer. Like, this one's doing okay. We've got some flowers. That's a male flower, and there's a beetle in it. So we definitely have the bug pressure right now. There is a little pumpkin on that one. These sunflowers, look how short it is and small they are. They're not doing great. So I've given up kind of hope on these pumpkins. They're doing okay. They should definitely be way farther along. Oh, look. So we do have a big okra. I do have tomatoes coming in. And look at these peppers. They're small snack peppers. So the poison ivy's coming back too. So I'm wearing sandals. I don't really want to walk into this. But they're getting there. We still have time. It's only beginning of August, end of July. So I still have 2 months. Like, this one has a pumpkin, but obviously it's not doing great. Like, my sunflower, Steve sunflower, came in, but it's tiny. I think putting them in the pots is not a good idea. So, we'll see. It's not doing, they're doing okay. They just need time, I think. So, I'm not super pumped about this. I think I made a total mistake and should have transplanted them way earlier. So, but we're doing okay. The flowers, I mean, look at this view. This is not a large space. The shed and the farm stand has been doing great. So, oh yeah, let's go look at the perennials too. So, as many of you know, or I don't know if you know, if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I've been complaining that the deer have been eating my perennial patch. They're just munching away. It's weird because they're munching on them here, but not all of them are dying. It's almost like they were pruning them for me and it gave them more energy to bloom. So look, I actually have my first rudbeckia here. They're bouncing back, but you can see, look, these are chowed down by the deer. Chowed. What? But they left me this one. The echinacea, or these are more rudbeckia. I had an echinacea over here, but I think they ate it. Oh, I just stepped in a puddle. It was over here. Oh yeah, see, look. This was the flower. Freaking deer ate it. So I don't know, I gotta find that spray everybody talks about, but I do have one over here. These are the double scoop strawberry, but it's a little deformed. Not terrible. Not my best, that's for sure. What is my best? I don't even know. There's a few coming in over here, but I don't know. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a really short little tour of what's going on at the farm these days. The cut flowers up there have been great. So we're clearly gonna do that again. We're gonna actually continue this way next year, but farm stand is doing great. I'm gonna do a separate video on just the tour of the farm stand this weekend because it's great. So I hope you guys are doing well. Things are great here. I'm just plugging along, starting to make the transition into fall. I know it's August, but I have to start thinking about mums and flowering kale and pumpkins. So all is good. I just wanted to show you what's going on the farm. We're having fun still. It's all great. So I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. Bye.